it's just I can't really remember a big Warcraft 2 tournament where I watched the finals and I said like, oh, those were god awful. Maybe like 2 or 3 times in a 7 or 8 year history, but I can remember so many epic finals.
Well, hopefully we get one of those games here. Sky is going to be waiting in the grand final. Not sure what the hold-up is at the moment. Obviously, me and Kevin are sat here in our little room, actually. And, well, the Korean production staff, they don't actually tell us pretty much anything. We just sit here and we just hope for the best.
Yeah, this reminded me of a tournament I casted once in China where I literally had like 0 instructions. Nobody came to greet me at the airport, nobody what. Then I met one British guy I was casting along with, and he's like, oh yeah, we have to be there at 10:30. And I was like, okay. So I expected like a briefing at 10:30. No, I walk on stage and there are like 3 monitors and 2 microphones laying on the stage, and there is like nobody there, nobody tell me anything. Nobody even said hi. I had no idea who I worked for the entire week, but I was loving it.
Never saw the people. So we've got Lyn in the game, and we've had him in the game for quite a look. Sorry, I was reading what they were typing. Quite a while, as the WCG admin said good luck to Lyn, and Lyn said good luck back to the admin. So, yeah. So we're waiting for Fly to get in here. What's your prediction for this game? I mean, we did see Fly yesterday picking up the laptop victory in that 2-1 win. But as we mentioned, you know, with the semi-final being today, how serious were they taking that yesterday? Were they showing anything that they got planned for this game? Probably not.
No, there's no way. If they feel like really comfortable in a certain creeper route, there's absolutely no way they would have done it yesterday. Yesterday they just played the most straight up orc versus orc one can imagine, and yeah, you just dance around a little bit. You try to make the difference in micro. Whenever you try to get away with some risky creep camps, you really saw both these guys taking quite a few risks now and then. And I really think today it's going to be much more calculated risk and basically just nice scouting and definitely prepared stuff. I do think, of course, either of them wanted to really win that laptop because it's still really nice to play one best of 3 for the notebook. But without a shadow of a doubt, this is the more important best of 3. And also, it's going to be the higher quality best of 3 because both these guys can use their own equipment, and that's quite important.
So what's your prediction for it then? I mean, it is going to be best of 3 as our, the semi-finals and final, which, by the way, the final is coming up later today over on the main stage, which I think, is the first time that Warcraft 3's been on the main stage. That's at 1 o'clock local time.
And second time,
so
we did a game on the first day, no? Fly against Moon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It seems like forever away. I don't know. Yeah, but the grand final will be at 1 o'clock local time, which is, if it's like 10:30ish now, that's in like 2.5 hours.
Yep. So there's actually not going to be a whole lot of, there's not going to be a very long break for the guy who wins this semi-final.
Yeah.
I know if you can say that's an advantage or a disadvantage, because after all, I mean, if you win, you're kind of in a momentum, you're in the flow, and you keep playing anyway. On the other hand, you can say Sky was able to sleep a little bit longer, which is probably a very pleasant sleep. So,
well, we are still waiting, and I'm not sure why we are still waiting.
No, I think Lyn is ready, but Fly doesn't seem to be very ready. There we have Fly 100% joining the game right now. Well, I'm going to give my prediction anyway, Joe, and I'm actually going to say it's going to be 2-1 for Lyn. I really think this is a massive game for Lyn. He wants to win World Cyber Games so badly. I remember an interview with him in 2009 on SK Gaming back then, and he literally said, like, I really don't care about any other tournament this year. I want to win the World Cyber Games. That's what I want to do. And he came far, but then he met Fly 100% in the semi-final, and he lost against him in the semi-final in 2009. So, I mean, I can only imagine how eager Lyn is to win this one, and he's just still a fantastic player. I was so impressed by the way he played against TH000 on day one. And it's quite fun, actually. I had a lot of old friends watching the games with me, and even like Sazu, who's an excellent StarCraft 2 player right now, tweeted on Twitter. He's like, oh, I never watch Warcraft 3 anymore, but that actually was really an excellent game. Like, Lyn played very well. And, stuff like that is cool. So I can only encourage everyone once again, if you used to have some Warcraft 3 friends who used to love Warcraft 3, just tune in, guys. If it's once a year, then it's World Cyber Games that you want to watch. Semi-finals and finals coming up today. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Lyn to get himself in the game. He was there earlier, as Rotterdam mentioned, so hopefully in just a couple of moments he shall be in and we can get ready to kick this one off, because we've got a tight schedule actually today on both streams. Coming up after this, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the day, I guess, while we've got some time to waste. So coming up here on the second stream after this will be the Crossfire semi-final over on stage 1. In the meantime, after Karom 3D will be the StarCraft 2 round of 16, followed by the Tekken 6. I guess that'll be a semi-final by then, or a quarter-final even. Then we'll be moving on to the Warcraft 3 final, which will be Sky versus the winner of Fly and Lyn. Then the League of Legends semi-final on the stage, followed by the quarter-final, actually, in StarCraft 2. And then there'll be another on-GameNet Pro League game on the stage afterwards, while we're doing League of Legends here at the back. And there's also those 2 StarCraft 2 super matches here in stage 2.
Yep. Did you see the Pro League crowd yesterday? Like, as soon as Pro League crowd started, like, all the seats were taking immediately. Really? Everybody has like those air thingies which they can clap against each other. And it was crazy, man. I was like, wow, the king is arriving. But then it was, I don't know, it was Bisu or something like that. I have no idea. But it looked really cool.
I think Flash played yesterday.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
Man, then I'm kind of sad that I missed it.
Yeah, not 100% sure. I may have just made that up, or it's in my head somehow. So there we go. Okay, so it looks like we could be ready to go here. Lyn is in the game. Fly looking all color-coded today.
Yes,
like his hair and his headphones match his T-shirt. Good
really
stuff.
Nice. And Lyn's hair is so cool, man. I always envied Lyn's hair. I don't know why, but I think he has like the coolest hair of all pro gamers. And I always tell him, and he's like, "Oh, thank you." It's like, "You're welcome, Lyn. I'm jelly." So it seems like we can finally get this bad boy going. Both players already. Fly is in the game, Lyn is in the game. They are spamming good luck, have fun, as we know it from Warcraft 3 old times. Joe, any final words?
It's going to be the semi-final. Let's get it on. Best final words ever there, as I didn't quite know when the video was going to come up, but here we go then. It is the semi-final of the World Cyber Games 2011 for Warcraft 3. It's Lyn versus Fly, Orc Mirror, and hopefully an amazing game we have in store for everyone at home.
Man, I'm excited already. My heart starts beating a little bit quicker. I really want to find out who's going to take this semi-final. If it's going to be Lyn, finally, is he finally going to play a World Cyber Games Grand Final in Warcraft 3? After all those years, he came so close, he tried so hard. But you could say, if he loses today, in the end, Joe,
it doesn't even matter.
Yes, indeed. Lyn is, of course, our red orc spawning in the left bottom side of this map. This map, of course, being Twisted Meadows, and Fly 100% being our Chinese purple orc spawning on the right top side of this map.
So, early game, what are you expecting to see from, we saw yesterday, I guess, the people that don't really follow Warcraft 3 or probably forgot since they watched it last time even. Are you expecting to see a similar opening to what we had yesterday?
Yes, indeed. They spawn both kind of close to the Goblin Merchant. That's like the house on the minimap, the left house and the right house in the center of the map. So that's nice for them. They will be able to sell their town portal straight away. They will be able to pick up that Circlet of Nobility, which gives a minor boost to your hero. And that's going to be very important. And after that, I think both of them are going to creep the orange spot. And after that, that's where the first real decision comes into play. Who is going to try to harass? Who's going to try to get away with a big creep spot? Or who's actually just going to harass the main base rather than the army? I have no idea, and I'm just going to be pleasantly surprised, hopefully.
Well, the initial peons here coming out and looking for those scout spots as they meet each other. So I guess pretty much already from that knowing exactly on the timings where each other have spawned. There's the Voodoo Lounge already coming up. And actually we saw yesterday a Voodoo Lounge of Fly was cancelled like 4,000 times by Lyn's harassment. There comes a Blade Master for Fly first of all.
Yep, there we go, straight away. Picks up that Circle of Nobility and the Dust of Appearance. Fly's actually not going to creep his natural orange spot, but he's going to go to the north side of the map. That's actually pretty smart. Or is he going to start with the green spot? Will the Windwalk expire before he hit the creeps? Yes, he does. So that's not... that could have perhaps been a little bit better. I think you can time that perfectly and everything will connect. Lyn is already on the minimap searching for Fly, so Fly is going to get away with an early minor experience lead. But then again, the green cam does not give you an item, and it's not really a big deal. I mean, it's nice to have it, but it's not the end of the world by any stretch.
Well, actually, Fly's Blade Master just moving further north right now. That grunt is there with him. Blade Master of Lyn did just walk by.
Yep, Fly heading over to the right side of the map right now. Lyn, of course, heading over to the right side of the map. Fly is still searching Lyn. Oh, Lyn is once again going for the main base straight away, so we might actually see a repeat of the amount of voodoo cancels that we saw yesterday. Fly seems there we go. That's number one. Cancels the shop. Of course, for the people who are wondering what does the voodoo launch do, that's a natural shop. We see the voodoo launch already completed in Lyn's main base, and you can buy healing salves, clarity potions, etc., etc. Lyn will get the final hit because Fly is actually not paying attention. So good job right there by Lyn.
Yeah, good stuff. Dust of Appearance was used in and amongst all that. But we do see that Lyn is going to back away. I'd imagine from what we saw of him yesterday that he'll stick around this main base of Fly for quite a while. The harassment was really, really strong from Lyn the entire game. Like we said, cancelling that Voodoo Lounge. Actually, he's going to get pinned in here behind that Goblin Merchant.
Yeah, but this is very good already. At 1900, that's always the moment when the boots of speed spawn. And I can imagine that these two guys are clicking S like 380 times a minute. S, because that's the hotkey for the boots of speed. You want to get those boots, because right now Fly has to walk all over to the other side of the map to pick up his boots of speed. And he lost track on the Blade Master. Ooh, is he actually going to be trapped there? Yeah, I think he's trapped, so he's going to have to use another.